let's imagine that this is a training room or an all-hands space, and I will be your presenter. Maybe I'm the teacher in the room or the CEO getting ready for a presentation. I don't want to worry about the technology in the room. I want to worry about doing good presentation for my people in the room in the far end. It looks like this room is broken. This room is giving me zero confidence. The microphone's not working, displays are not on, lights are dim. I don't know what's going on with the loudspeakers and microphones. Wouldn't it be great if I could just rely on the technology to take care of my experience so the experience on the far end can be as good as it should be? That is how every presentation should be. The presenter is in presentation mode and ready to present to the audience. What happened just there? We had displays turn on. We had lights turn on, microphones, loudspeakers. I bet you this microphone works too, right? Everything is taken care of because it was triggered by vision-based automation provided by VisionSuite. VisionSuite has 4 main objectives: to take care of the far end, to create meeting equity for the far end, to take care of the people in the audience so they can participate in that, take care of the presenter so that I can roam about the space and present, and a bonus is to take care of that integrator that has to put this room together. Wouldn't that be nice if that could do that? Let's deconstruct that goal, shall we? Let's start with these cameras. We got 2 cameras in the front, 3 cameras in the back, all of which these NC cameras are native to Q-SYS, which means a single cable is delivering audio, video, control, power, and you don't have to configure the communication between all those systems because they're native with Q-SYS. All of that gets bundled into Q-SYS and delivered to the UC platform of your choice. Of course, we are a platform agnostic provider, and so it means that we present solutions for Microsoft Teams, Google Meet, Zoom Rooms. It literally doesn't matter. We also have BYOD options for VisionSuite. I'm going to divert from VisionSuite for just a second, and I'm going to direct you over to this screen. I'm going to show you how we do second page experience. This is a certified Microsoft device controller, but we are serving up control for the entire room, not just the call. So if you look over here, I've got control over my cameras. I can control the lighting. I can control the AC. And in fact, if I have a problem with this room, I can even contact help desk and say, you know what, this room is feeling a little cold. I don't know how to work those AC devices. I'm just gonna put in a help desk ticket.
Help desk requested.
And that communicates directly through our API call to Microsoft Teams webhooks and lets somebody in the building know that I need some help. Okay, so that's our connection with UC platforms. Let's talk through the rest of the value of VisionSuite, starting with Speaker Spotlight.
Speaker Spotlight enabled.
Speaker Spotlight presents an opportunity for the audience to participate. So let's imagine I'm in the audience and I have a question. When I start speaking, the microphone in that sky is detecting my proximity to it and delivering data to that camera and says, this is a person that wants to participate, bring him into the conversation. Now, VisionSuite's been around for about 2 years. What we recently announced back in May was the ability for VisionSuite to do on-the-fly camera framing. So previously we would have had to have drawn individual zones in each of these spaces, and that really doesn't leave a lot for chance. If this room were to be rearranged, then these zones that we would have drawn become a little bit obsolete. With our new AI accelerator, the VSA 100, it's detecting and drawing and framing these spaces in real time so that so the room can react to me and not the opposite. Okay, that's Speaker Spotlight. Let's take care of that presenter, shall we? All right, we got me here? Okay, so let's turn on Presenter Spotlight and see what happens. Let's keep an eye on what's happening in that far end, shall we?
Presenter Spotlight enabled.
That camera that was just sitting at the back and looking like a security camera now looks like a cinematic option. So that if I were to walk around the space, it's following me, it's anticipating my movements. It's making sure that the far end is seeing every nuance that I'm doing, even the bad things, like if I were to turn my body around. In most camera scenarios, this would have been the death of your shot, but instead it presents this option with multiple tracking points on my body. So it's not just using facial tracking, it's using 16 points on my body to anticipate what's happening and to govern where that camera is gonna go. Now, the next part of this scenario is what else can we do with this vision-based data? Now, if you take a look up here, you can see how we've drawn multiple squares around different points in the room. These are trigger points that if I walk into those spaces, I can do things with Q-SYS. So over here, where we have a whiteboard scenario, obviously when I'm working on the whiteboard, I don't want presenter tracking. I want the camera to focus in on what I'm doing here and not me. So camera is not moving around, it's staying locked in on what's important, which is clearly the mathematical equation here. But when I step out of this space, obviously, I'm back into frame with Q-SYS. It's turned the lights back on. What else can we do with the vision-based technology? Well, we can come over here and we can turn literally anything on and off that's connected to Q-SYS.
Side display activated.
So that display turned on just based on my proximity to it. While I'm here, I'm going to talk a little bit about the integrator that has to put this room together. This is VisionSuite Designer software. No longer is there a cumbersome activity to put these rooms together. You're designing in 3D space, you're adding cameras, you're adding chairs, you're adding tables, and creating a 3D look of what that room is. Right over here, Darren, and we focus right in, we're using these tracker markers to decide, to let the camera decide where it is in 3D space. We've got another one that's swung over there. It's using these trackers to orient itself to the room. The other thing that I want to point out again is that the fusion of audio and video in the space like this. If you look on that dot right here, that's me. I'm moving around. It's using both audio and video to decide whether or not I am a person and where I am in this 3D space. And that's VisionSuite. If you are still interested in learning a little bit more about VisionSuite Designer, go to qsys.com/VisionSuite to sign up and find out more.